Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everybody, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Okay, that's great. So good evening everybody, good evening. How are you guys? Good evening everybody, how are you? Not a lot of people have joined us today. Is there something today that I'm not aware of? I'm also great. Like I just came from the office right now. I was running a bit late, so just came into the house and started with the class itself. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Okay. So, can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? Can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? Please let me know. JavaScript variable about JavaScript. Okay. Not today. Tomorrow is India. Tomorrow is India Pakistan match. India Pakistan match has already happened. Am I right? Alert prompt. Can you guys let me know tomorrow? Is there any India Pakistan match or something like that? Tomorrow is there any India Pakistan match or something like that? I am not aware of it. Okay, if that's the case, then let's do one thing. Tomorrow we will not have any class because the last time when we had the India Pakistan match, very few people came out to the class itself, and then I had to repeat everything the next day. So tomorrow we'll not have any class. Okay, I'll tell you right now itself. There is a India Pakistan match tomorrow. I want you guys to enjoy that. Okay. And of course, go India. Support India at the end of the day. Okay, those who are from other countries, you have your choice, but we Indians are going to support India itself. And yeah, so again, so just to make sure that it is very clear with you guys, I want you guys to enjoy tomorrow's India Pakistan match. So tomorrow there will be no classes, okay? And so one of the students from our previous boot camp said that we should live stream the India Pakistan match, and we'll watch it together. But I don't think so that should be the case, because I don't want to get into some legal troubles for live streaming the India Pakistan match. But you guys definitely go ahead and enjoy the match. I will also have, like, if somebody is in Bangalore, you can contact me. We can have a watch together at my house if that's the case. Okay. Okay. Let's continue with the class itself, guys. So today we are going to start off with functions in JavaScript. Okay, we have learned about alert, we have learned about prompt, we have learned about variables. Okay, these are some of the basics that we already have dealt with. The next thing that is remaining is functions. Functions is a very important part of any programming language that you're learning at any point of time, whether it be JavaScript, Java, C++, C Sharp, whether it be Python, any language that you're learning. So we'll be learning about functions in our today's class, and that should be it. Like it is very easy to understand about functions. You shouldn't be taking any time into grasping the concepts at the end of the day. And once you're done with functions. If time permits us today, I will try to make you guys understand why like Node.js exists, okay, or why are we currently coding in our browser, if time permits. Otherwise, day after tomorrow we'll be starting out with Node.js and Express, and we'll be moving on from right over there itself. Okay, so let's get started with our today's class. Should we start, guys? Please let me know. Should we start with our today's class, guys? Please let me know. Okay, great. So let's get started. I will just open up the paint first of all. Okay, so if you guys remember, let me just open up the live stream, live chat on my mobile phone as well. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. I'll just open up the live chat on my mobile phone. Okay. So let's get started, guys. So it's pretty simple. For example, I want to create a code, okay, that is able to take in an input from the user, that is his name, and then I'm able to show a greeting to the user with his name right over there. Okay, so what I'm saying is that I'm creating a variable var name is equals to prompt what is your name. Okay, the first line of code is extremely simple. We have already done this in our previous class as well. So var name is equals to prompt what is your name. I'm taking in the input from the user, so the user is giving me the input. Let's take in Shaurya. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I want to create an alert with the user's name itself. So alert hi name, how are you? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Alert hi. Okay, then concatenating it with the name, that is the input that the user has provided us with, and then again concatenation with another text that says how are you. Are you guys able to understand this particular line of code? Please do let me know. It is utilizing all the concepts that we have learned in our previous class. Okay, concatenation, variables, alert. Okay, so if we are putting up enter right over here, you guys did you guys see? Okay, by mistake I pressed enter twice. So if you guys are able to see, you are able to see that hi Shaurya, how are you? We are getting the name as the variable that is called as name contains the input that the user has given to us, that is Shaurya. So we are getting hi Shaurya, how are you? Okay, right over here. So this is working. This is absolutely fine. We are having a var name is equals to prompt what is your name. We are having an alert after this, and so on and so forth. But the problem with this is, for example, let's say that we want this to happen every single time a new user. So can you please explain again? Jadnesh, just look at the code. This is something that we have done in our yesterday's class. So if you haven't attended the yesterday's class, then I will suggest you to not watch this particular class itself. First go back, watch yesterday's class, understand everything, and then come to this class, because this is something that we have already done in our previous class itself. This is not new. Okay, I'm not teaching you anything new right now. Now I'll be starting to teach you something new. Okay, so this is something that is a prerequisite for this class because we've done it yesterday. The entire class was on this. Okay, so as I've told you guys that let's assume that whenever we are coming to a new website, whenever a user is coming to your website right over there, okay, why this symbol, sir? Exclamation mark. I will smile. See, as you are able to see that this is a string. Okay, anything that is present in between quotation marks, that is a string. So that is just an exclamation mark itself. That is a normal exclamation mark, nothing else. Okay, so like I said, if any new user is coming to your website, you want to this to happen with him. Okay, you want to take his name in. Okay, you want to show a prompt. You want to take his name in. You want to show a greeting that hi, whatever your name is, how are you? Okay, this is what you want to do for every new user that is coming to your website. Now, please try to understand this, that this is not something that is going to happen like every single second. Okay, this is not something that is going to happen every single second. It is only going to happen whenever a new user is coming to your website. Okay, it's not that once he has entered his name, then the alert will come up, and then again you will be asking for his name, and it's a loop. It's not a loop. Okay, that user has to do it just once, but every new user will be doing it just once. So this is not a loop, but you have to do it multiple times. Are you guys able to understand this? Okay, are you guys able to understand what I'm trying to say? So this is not a loop. It's not like I'm coming to the website. Okay, I'm a new user. I'm coming to your website. It's asking me for my name. It is showing me an alert. Then again asking for my name and then showing me an alert, and so on and so forth. This is not something that is happening. What is happening is when I'm coming to your website, you are asking for my name, you're showing an alert, then I can use your website. Okay, then at a later point of time when somebody else comes to your website, okay, he will also be asked for his name, he will also be shown an alert, and then he can continue using his website. Okay, so this code will only work whenever a new user is coming on the website itself. Okay, Navnath, tell me truly, did you attend yesterday's class? Navnath Monde, did you attend yesterday's class? Tell me this truly. Okay, so that is what we want to do. Okay, that is what we want to do as of this particular point of time. Now for doing that, okay, so just like variables, now the only choice that we have is we can copy paste these two lines of code and paste it again and again and again and run them again and again whenever a new user is coming to your website, but that seems illogical. Copy pasting two lines of code, maybe here you are just having two lines of code, maybe at a later point of time you can have like 100 lines of code as well. Copy pasting that again and again can cause a lot of different problems. Okay, you can like paste it wrong or something like that, so you don't want that to happen, and it will make your code appear to be very long as well, because the same code you are going to copy paste it like 1,000 different times. So in that particular way it will again like cause a lot of issues for you. The entire file which is containing your code will be very long, and you don't want that as well. So that is one of the problem statements that we are having. The second problem statement that you are able to see right over here that we need to solve immediately is that right now if I want to like execute, for example, I'm writing var name is equals to prompt what is your name. Okay, var name is equals to prompt what is your name. Okay, I want to write another line of code. I don't want to just like, if I'm pressing enter right now, if you guys remember, if I'm pressing enter right now, it is getting executed. Okay, I don't want this to happen. I want to write another line of code as well. Okay, so what I can do is, instead of just pressing enter, whenever you press enter it will execute that particular code. If you want to write multiple lines of code inside of console, you can press shift enter. Instead of just pressing enter, you have to press shift enter, guys. Okay, shift enter, so that will take your cursor to the next line of code. Then you can continue writing your code. For example, I don't want to write my code again, so just copy paste this from right over here, again paste it right over here. If you want to write another line of code, then again press shift enter. If you want these two line of codes to get executed together, just press enter. Okay, just press enter, both of the lines. So for example, right now the first line of code is getting executed, and then you are immediately getting the alert. Okay, both of the lines of code are getting executed right over here. Now the problem with this is that when you're writing multiple lines of code, okay, maybe 10,000 lines of code or 1,000 lines of code inside the console, instead of just pressing shift enter to go to the next line of code, you might by mistake press enter, and all your code up to that point of time will get executed, and you don't want that to happen. So for that, we will not be writing our code right over here inside of console. We'll be using something else. Okay, so what we will be doing is we are going to go into sources. Okay, we are going to go into sources. Then inside of sources, you will be able to see this particular button on the left hand side. Okay, inside of sources, you'll be able to see this particular button on the left hand side right over here. Okay, and then you want to select, okay, you want to select like snippets. So again, you will be able to see two arrows right over here. Okay, you will be able to see two arrows right over here. Just click on it, okay, and then select snippets from there. Okay, select snippets from there. Okay, inside of snippets, you want to just create a new snippet. Okay, so I'm creating a new snippet. You can call it as anything. Okay, you can call it as anything. Let's say that I'm calling it as bow. Okay, so Hindustani bow. He is thinking that it's very easy. That's great, bow. It's again very easy for me as well. BHAO, bow. Okay, I'm just writing the name right over there of this particular file, and .js. Okay, .js. Now, whatever name of the file that you want to put, name it according to yourself, but the .js extension should be there. Okay, the .js extension should be there. Why is that the case, guys? Because this is a JavaScript file. You're going to write all your JavaScript code inside of this particular file, just like you're having your .ppt, .pdf, .docs. Okay, similar to that, this is a .js file right over here. Okay, again, I'm telling you guys, you don't have to do this with me. Okay, that is the reason why I'm not going to repeat the entire process, because I don't want you guys to do this with me. Focus upon what I'm teaching. After the class is over, you can see and try to do it on your own. Okay, because if you're doing with me, you will not be able to, you are not going to listen to me, you are not going to hear what I'm to say, you will not be able to understand shit, and then later on you will try to say that, sir, please repeat, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so please do not do this with me. Listen to what I have to say and continue doing that. So as you're able to see, we have opened up bow.js right over here, and we are going to write our 2 lines of code inside of this particular file. Okay, the 2 lines of code that we had right over here. Now this is a normal file itself. You can start writing your code. For example, var name is equals to prompt prompt, what is your name, question mark, semicolon. And here you don't have to like care about like what you had to care about in console. Okay, so for example, shift enter, you don't have to care about any of that. This is a normal file. Okay, this is a normal file. Tanishka, if you have joined right now, that is your fault. Okay, start watching the video from the start itself, not disturb the class. Okay, so if you don't you don't have to care about like shift enter and all that. Just like in a normal file, as you are typing, you want to type multiple lines of code, you want to go to the next line of code, you just press enter. Okay, it will take you to the next line of code itself. Okay, so right over here you can write your next line of code, that is alert. Okay, then hi space concatenation name space plus exclamation mark, how are you, question mark. So as you're able to see, you don't have to care. Okay, you don't have to care about what like shift enter or enter or any of that. You can write your entire code, how many lines of code that you want to write, you can write it right over here. Once you have written this, okay, once you have written this, you can just click on this particular button, okay, on the bottom corner. As you're able to see, this play button that is saying control plus enter, you can just click on this and that will execute this particular file for you. This will execute this particular file for you. Okay, so you can just write, what is your name, Shaurya, enter, hi Shaurya, how are you. So all the code that you had in this particular file will get executed for you guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Why are we shifting from console to these sources? Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Okay, great. So the next thing that we need to focus upon is like I said, these 2 lines of code. Every time a new user is coming to our platform, we don't want to like copy paste it again and again and again and again and again. Okay, this is not something that we want to do, because that will just make the entire file too big to use. Okay, so like right now it's just 2 lines of code. Maybe it was like 100 lines of code that you want to do again and again. You don't want to copy paste it. It will just increase the size of your file. Okay, so the same thing goes on with the same concept that we learned for variables. If you guys remember, Hindustani Bhau, it would be great if you are able to take my girlfriend away. I don't have any, so good for you. take away and just non-existing entity. So that means you are also single. Fuck, man. A lot of boys are single nowadays. No issues in that. We'll find someone. We'll find for you as well. Okay. So let's continue from right over here. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to understand about variables. Okay. Sorry, functions. So let's go back to our screen and let's try to understand it. See, you need to understand one thing. Okay, you need to understand one thing, and it's very simple. What are variables? Okay, if you guys remember it. Okay, what are variables? Variables are a nickname for a value. Okay, so instead of using that value, so there's a value. Let's say this is the value. You're providing it a nickname. And then instead of using that particular value again and again, you are using the nickname itself. Okay, you are using the nickname itself. The same thing goes on with functions. Okay, functions are also nickname, but nickname for code. Okay, so for example, you are having your some lines of code are there right over here, so you provide it a nickname. Okay, you provide it with a nickname, and that nickname, instead of using those lines of code, you will always be using this nickname. So you have reduced your number of lines of code itself, and you don't have to copy paste it. So what is happening right over here is your code remains the same. Your code remains the same, but instead of writing that code or copy pasting that code again and again, you just provide it with the nickname itself. You just provide it with the nickname itself. Okay, are you guys able to understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, var gf is equals to null. Yeah, so lonely. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. So this nickname for code, okay, this nickname for code is what you refer to as function. This is what you refer to as function. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Bro, my friend just left the chat, I guess. Like, where is Hindustani Bhau, man? I was just waiting for you. Okay, so let's try to create our very first function. Okay, let's try to create our very first function. Okay, and we'll call this function as greeting. Okay, we will call this function as greeting right now. So so just like you are creating a variable, so you add var and then the name of the variable, saying that okay, this name of the variable is a variable itself. In the similar way, you are going to create a function by writing function first of all. Then the name of the function, so the name of the function we will call as greeting, greeting. Greeting. Inside the parameters, right, inside the parentheses, we are not going to put anything right now. Okay, and then whatever code, okay, and whatever code that you want to like put up inside the function, you're going to put up right over here. Okay, so this is how you are able to create your very first function. As simple as that. Function, just write function because you are creating a function. The name of the function, whatever the name of the function that you want to create, you are having parenthesis right over here. So you are having the parenthesis, and then inside of curly brackets, whatever code that you want this particular function to contain, that code is going to go inside of these curly braces. Okay, what is the difference between var and let? Astic, I think so. Again, you were not present in the yesterday's class, so I'm not going to answer that question. The next thing is what is prompt. So I will be answering that in a few minutes. I'm saving it for right now because we will be requiring it to understand one of the types of functions that are there. So just be patient for that. Okay. Are you guys able to understand how to create a function, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand how to create a function, guys? Please let me know. What is the use of express? Not to get ahead of yourself. Okay, right now we are dealing with functions. Let's stick on that. Okay. Are you guys able to understand functions, guys? Please let me know. If you have done any other languages, you will be easily able to understand functions, guys. Otherwise, as well, like you will be able to understand it. Okay, do not worry about it. Okay, never ever tell me to repeat myself. Always tell me exactly what you have not understood. Okay, so because I find it very irritating. I've like told it like I've like talked for almost 20 minutes right now. What do you want me to repeat? Okay, I don't want to listen to that. I want to understand. Okay, so if you are not able to understand something, just tell me. Okay, so why is there a parenthesis right over there? I'm not able to understand that. Okay, why are these two lines of code inside of these curly braces? I'm not able to understand that. You need to make sure that your question is absolutely clear. Okay, because only then I will be able to like make you guys understand what is happening. Okay, so if you are not able to understand something, let me know exactly what you are not able to understand. Okay. Why are you not using any coding platform? You will be able to get to know if we are getting time in today's class. I will be letting you guys know. Otherwise, in like day after tomorrow's class, you will be getting to know why we are not using any coding platform. That is just for one concept, just for one fucking concept. I have to use this. I don't like using this to write code. Okay, so that is the reason why like this one concept is there that needs to be made sure that you guys are able to understand it. Due to that, I'm using this. Okay, no issues in that. So this is how you are able to create your very first function. But if I am running this particular lines of code, okay, if this particular space that I've created, okay, this about.js that I've created, if I'm trying to run this, nothing happens. Okay, nothing happens. I'm not getting any kind of like alert. I'm not getting any kind of prompt. Why is that the case? Okay, why is that the case? Let's try to understand this. Okay, let's try to understand this. So what is happening right now is, for example, let me tell you something about this particular person. So his name is Shigaraki. Okay, he's one of the main villains in My Hero Academia. Okay, so this is Shigaraki right over here. Now I've introduced you to him. Like I've told him that okay, this is Shigaraki. Shigaraki has the capability to like decay anything that he or he touches, and that is his main superpowers that is there. And he is from like My Hero Academia. That's everything. I've told you everything about this particular guy. Okay, I've told you everything about this particular guy. Now this is just the description that I gave you. I've told you guys about it. But if you want to tell me or warn me that okay, Shigaraki is behind you, or you want to call him, okay, you want him to do something for you, you want him to kill Deku for you or for some reason or not, you're all for one or something like that. So you want to kill like make him kill somebody. So if you have to do that, okay, you will have to call him up. Okay, you will have to call him up that Shigaraki, do this for me. Okay, so that is the question. Okay, you will have to tell him that Shigaraki, do this for me. The same thing goes right over here as well. Okay, you have created the function. You have created a function right over here. Okay, you have created a function right over here. So this is just giving up a description of what this function does. To be able to use this function, you're going to need to call him. Okay, you need to call that function. To call a function, it's pretty simple. You just write the name of the function, that is greeting, then parenthesis, and then semicolon at the end. This is how you call him up. Okay, this is how you call him up. Okay, so let's save it right over here, and then let's run this particular line of code. As you're able to see, now your function is running. As you're able to see, now your function is running. You're getting a prompt. What is your name? You're putting up Shaurya. You're getting hi Shaurya, how are you? Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. See, I'm a like anime fan, so yeah, I have a lot of action figures at home. I usually tend to take them up into the boot camps as well. I want them to feel included into what I'm doing. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? Now, those guys who are writing, the code is not running. Your code will 100% not work. Why is that the case, guys? Because I warned you. Do not code along with me. You will be skipping on topics. Bye, Suzy. Okay. So now that you have done this, okay, now that you have done this, think about a function as a party. Okay, think about a function as a party itself. So whenever you go to a party, okay, at your friend's house or a birthday party or something like that, I hope that you guys have been invited. You guys have friends, unlike Hindustani Bhau and me, that you were someday called to a party as well. So when you ever, so I have been to parties, but yeah. So whenever you have gone to any party or something like that, you must have seen that you never go empty-handed to a party. It's a party of your friend. Of course, you're going to take a gift that you can give to your friend inside of the party itself. Okay, so of course you will be taking in a gift to the party, give it to the person whose birthday party it is, and let me just draw the birthday cap, and yeah, so that gift you will provide it to him. Okay, so that is usually what happens. Okay, that is usually how a party works. The same thing you can do it with a function as well. So for example, this is your function. Okay, let's say that this is your function function. Your function is your party. Okay, so you, when you're creating that function, you can specify that, okay, a gift should be brought up to my party. Okay, my party, if you want to come up to my party, you need to bring in a gift as well, and that gift you can utilize it like if you want to open it in front of your friends, you don't want to open it in front of your friends. If it is something that happens in like Indian household, this is something that I've already seen, is that your friend will be giving you a gift and you don't even open it, the same packaging, remove the tag, put some other tag, give it to some other friend. That is also something that happens. So any kind of stuff that you want to do within the party, it's up to you, but you have to bring in a gift. The same thing you can do it with a function as well. For a function, you can give the function an input. Okay, you can give the function as an input as well. So right over here there will be an input that you have to give to the function, which the function will be using inside of it or not. That is totally up to the function itself. So let's try to understand this. Right over here, for example, the user, you know that the user is 24 years old. Okay, let's take this as a fact that you already know that the user is 24 years old. So you don't want the user to again enter his or her age. Okay, because that will be redundant. You already know that his age is 24. Then why would you ask the user to rewrite his age? Okay, so that is just redundant. You don't want that to happen. Okay, so you want this particular function to take in an input that is the age of the user. Okay, this function, like you are providing this function with the age yourself. You are providing, instead of user providing it with the age, you as the programmer are going to provide this function with the age. Okay, so whatever input that you want to take, okay, for example, right now I want to take the input as age, you need to provide that okay, this criteria while defining. So this is just like you are crafting the invitation for your party. You're crafting the invitation for your party. So right over here, the function greeting needs to take in an input. You need to come up with a gift that is the age of the user, otherwise you cannot enter into this particular function. Okay, so right now I'm going to take up age as the input. So this is where I'm declaring, okay, I'm defining that this particular function takes in an input that is the age as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Is age a keyword? No. So here age is the input that I'm going to give to the function. Okay, age is the input that I'm going to give to the function itself. I'm predefining it. Okay, this particular function needs to take in an input, that is the age. Okay, otherwise without that, the function, you're not allowed to come into my function. Okay, you're not allowed to get into my function. Okay. Again, I'm telling you guys once again, okay, never write, please repeat. What the fuck do you mean by that? Okay, always write. So for example, somebody wrote, let's say, what is this age? Where is this age coming from? Okay, that means that you have not listened to me in the past like 4 minutes that I was speaking. I can understand that. I will repeat myself as well, but never write, please repeat. I don't know what you are trying to make me do. Okay, write your problem statement. Okay, write your problem statement. That what is this? Okay. So age here is a parameter, guys. Age here is a parameter. That is, without this, okay, you are not allowed to enter into my like party. Without this, you are not able to enter into my party itself. Okay. So the data type of this age, if you're trying to ask that, okay, you don't have to specify that. Okay, you don't have to specify that. Okay, there's no, like, as you are able to see, we have not specified any kind of data type, neither while declaring the variables as well. When we were declaring the variables, we never specified any kind of data type. You don't have to do it right over here as well. Okay. Great. So right over here, I provided it with that. Okay, so whenever you are going to call greeting, it needs to take in the age as well. Okay, you cannot call the greeting directly. Right over here, I've not provided any kind of argument. Okay, I've not provided any kind of argument. Okay, so that is the same thing. Okay, so for example, I can use this anywhere. For example, right over here, what is your name? Hi, name. You are dash age years old. Okay, so you can use the age inside of your function. Okay, you can use the age, whatever age. So this is just declaring, this is just building up a structure. Okay, you need to execute on that as well. This is just building up the structure that, okay, greeting takes in an input that is age. That age will then be utilized inside of our code itself. As you are able to see, alert hi name, you are age years old. So we are able to like specify the age as well. Okay, specify the age as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. That's absolutely clever, beginner coder. So I think the spelling of coder is wrong, but yeah. So basically, when you are declaring the function, that is called as a parameter. But the same thing when you're calling the function, for example, I'm putting 18 right over here, that becomes an argument. Okay, so while calling the function, that becomes an argument. Okay, that is the age that you're providing it to it. Whereas while declaring the function, okay, it becomes a parameter. It's called as a parameter. So that is just a technical term. Okay, that's just the technical terms for it. It's just like the definition of like a, okay, saying that this fucking thing is Naruto. Okay, so that is basically that. Okay, so like I said, first, while declaring the function, you specify that, okay, you need to provide it with an age. The same thing while calling the function up. While calling the function up, you need to provide it with an age as well. You need to provide it with an age as well. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Okay, so now that I have provided, so now while calling the function up, okay, while calling the function up, so greeting, I need to provide it with an age as well. I need to provide it with some age as well. Now when I'm running my code, as you're able to see, what is your name? So I'm putting up Shaurya. I'm getting, hi Shaurya, you are 18 years old. Okay, hi Shaurya, you are 18 years old. So that is how it is working properly. We are not facing any kind of problems right over here. Okay, so now when you go to a party, okay, when you go to a party, you must have seen that while leaving the party as well, you get some return gift at the end. Okay, so now when you come to a party, you have to bring in a gift. So while leaving the party, you will be expecting a return gift as well. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please do let me know. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. When you leave a party, you will be expecting a return gift as well. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. Exactly. So right over here as well, creating these functions. Okay, let us see two of the functions that we have already seen. Some of the inbuilt functions in JavaScript, that is alert and prompt. Okay, let's see at these two different inbuilt functions that are, these are also functions that are inbuilt functions that are previously like made in JavaScript so that you are able to use them directly. Okay, so let us look at that. So let's go back to our console. Let's like write alert. So alert, let's just have a hi right over here. We're not going to make it a very big thing. So we are having this alert high. Okay, so if you are able to see right over here, it's very simple. The alert, that is the function name. You're calling a function. The alert, that is the function name. You're having the parenthesis, and inside the parenthesis you are having the argument that you are specifying right over there. Okay, as soon as we are pressing enter right over here, we're getting the alert, the function runs, we are getting the alert, we are getting the notification, but we are also getting undefined right over here. If you're able to see, we are getting undefined right over here. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this undefined right over here? After running this particular line of code, okay, the alert happened. This is a function, we know that, but we are getting undefined right over here. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Great. So the same thing if I'm doing with prompt, okay, let's say prompt prompt. Let us again take up what is your name. So as you're able to see inside of prompt as well, okay, you are having a prompt, that is the function name. You are having a parenthesis that takes in one argument right over here, and then you are having the semicolon. But when you are running this particular line of code, whatever input that the user is typing, I've typed something like very gibberish. As soon as I'm pressing enter, instead of getting undefined, this function is returning to me. Listen to my words very carefully. This function is returning to me the input that the user has written right over there. Are you guys able to see this? Please do let me know. Instead of getting undefined, that is, it is not returning to me anything. When I'm running this line of code, it is returning to me. Whatever input that the user has specified. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. Whereas in alert, okay, in alert it was not returning anything. So if it is not returning anything, okay, in the console it is written as undefined. It is nothing has been returned back by running this particular function. You are not getting anything by running this particular function. That is what it is specifying right over there. Now this return thing is something that we can build for our own functions as well. For example, right over here, I want to return my age in dog years. Okay, that is my aim. Okay, I want to return my age in dog years. So I don't know the exact calculation for that. I'm just like writing it right over here. So var I want to convert, so I know my age. Okay, I know my age. Age is one of the inputs. Okay, age is one of the inputs that I'm getting for my function. Okay, age is one of the inputs that I'm getting for my function right over here. So the same thing. So var I'm creating a variable. This is a variable name, dog age. Okay, that is my age in dog years. Okay, is equals to age divided by 15. Okay, I don't know how do we calculate like my age in dog years, but just like taking up a random thing, I've taken up var dog age is equals to age divided by 7. Okay, let's take up 7 right over here. Dog age is equals to age, my age divided by 7. So that will be my age in dog years. Okay, and I want to return that. So you can just write return dog age. That is the variable that you created. As simple as that. Okay, as simple as that. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. What do you mean by dog age? So Devraj, just listen to me very carefully. Dog age is a variable that I've created that divides my age by 7. That is my age in dog years. Okay, my age in dog years. Now this is not the exact calculation. I've just written any shit right over there. You can just think about, I'm just dividing my age by 7, and whatever that value is, that is I'm assigning it to a variable called as dog age. Okay, and that is what we are returning right over there. Okay, that is what we are returning right over here. Okay, so if I'm saving this, okay, going to console, writing my code, greeting, then I'm specifying my age 21, let's say, and let's press enter right over here. What is your name? Shaurya. And I'm getting, hi Shaurya, you are 21 years old. And then I'm getting 3 as the answer. That is 21 divided by 7, that is 3. So I'm getting a return back. Okay, before this we were getting undefined. As you're able to see, we were getting undefined whenever I was running the greeting function before this. But right now when I'm running the greeting function, I'm getting a return back. I'm getting the return back itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys understand? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. So what is the use of undefined? So basically it is telling you that there is no return type to this particular function. That is what it is trying to say. That it is not giving you anything back. Okay, this is not giving you anything back. Now if some particular function is giving you something back, you can save it to a variable. That is what we did with prompt. Prompt was getting us back the name of the user, so we were saving it in a variable. The same thing you can do with greeting as well. So whatever function is able to give you something back, you can save it into a variable and use it at a later point of time. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. What the fuck? Avirok is asking what is prompt. So there's a, I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. There's a, after listening to this particular statement, I remembered one of the scenes from Three Idiots. It's an amazing movie for those who haven't seen it, or from outside India as well. I will definitely suggest you guys to see that. There's a scene in that. Jahan pana tusi great ho, tofu kabul karo. That is what is going on in my mind after reading that statement, that what is prompt. Okay. Okay, so now that we have understood how to take in an input for a now one more thing, guys, you can take in as many number of parameters as possible. Okay, it's not compulsory to just take in age as one of the parameters. Okay, for example, I want to take up the age address. I want to take in the address as well. I want to take in, like, let's say college. Okay, so you can take in as many number of inputs as possible. Okay, and you can use it accordingly. Your age is this much, like console.log. address is address plus space plus college. Okay, so you can take in as many number of inputs as you want and use them accordingly. Okay, you don't have to worry about it or anything like that. For example, right over here I can take in like greeting as 18, then let's say age as 18, the address as Bangalore, let's take in the college as VIT, and let's save this. Let's run this. What is your name? I'm just putting up something gibberish. And inside the console you will be able to see that we are getting Bangalore and VIT printed out on our console. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? So you can take in as many number of inputs as possible. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Okay, great. So once that is done, we can focus upon the next particular aspect, that is why the fuck are we using a console. Okay, a lot of you have asked that why are we not using VS Code, why are we not using this, that, falana dimgana, and all those kind of shit. Okay, so try to understand this. JavaScript is currently into your browsers. Okay, JavaScript was made in such a way that it was just made for helping your websites like push out animations, be a bit more interactive, and all those kind of stuff. Okay, that is the reason why JavaScript was made. Now how would you feel if your website is able to get access to the files into your computers? Okay, to get some access into the stuff from your computers, your pictures, your videos, your music, your passwords. How do you feel about that? Oh, movies and clips wants me to stop using the fuck word. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Okay, how do you feel about that, guys? Please let me know. Like, how do you feel if your website is able to get access to the files from your computers, for the pictures, the images, the passwords, and everything? You don't want that. Okay, you don't want that at any point of time. That is the reason why JavaScript is, the entire JavaScript also needs an environment to live and breathe. Let's try to understand this. Okay, let's say that the browser that you are currently using, okay, the browser that you are currently using is your Earth, okay, your Earth, and then the atmosphere around it. This is your browser. And JavaScript, okay, JavaScript is your human being. Okay, JavaScript is your human being. So the browser, the Earth, provides an entire environment in which the humans are able to like function properly. In the same way, JavaScript of the browser itself, any type of browser that you're using, whether it be Chrome, Brave, Firefox, Mozilla, any type of browser that you're using, it provides JavaScript with an environment in which you guys will be able to enjoy. Means like JavaScript will be able to function properly, will be able to work. As soon as I'm taking this human out from the atmosphere into the space, okay, this space is basically your computer. If I am taking this JavaScript out from the browser into your computer itself, it will immediately die, because your computer, that is your, so this space, okay, this is space, okay, S-P-A-C-E, space. Okay, if you are taking the human out from the atmosphere into the space, he or she will immediately die, because the space does not provide it with an like environment where it can live. The same thing goes on with JavaScript as well. Your computer does not provide it with the necessities that it requires to function properly. Okay, that is the reason why your websites are not able to get direct access to your files or your pictures or your music or something like that. Okay, that keeps you safe. Okay, that is the reason why we were coding everything inside the browser up till this point of time. Okay, because we wanted a environment where we were able to directly use JavaScript without worrying about anything else. Okay, without worrying about anything else. Okay, now the problem with this is that JavaScript itself, okay, now there is a hack around it. That is where the concept of Node.js comes into place. Node.js. Think about Node.js as let's say, think about Node.js as the spacesuit. Okay, so this is your JavaScript. This is your JavaScript right over here. Okay, Node.js is nothing else but a spacesuit. Okay, it's a spacesuit that is around your human body, that provides it with a environment that it is able to even survive in the space as well. Your body is able to survive in space and function properly. The same thing goes on with Node.js. Node.js just provides an environment to JavaScript into your computer so that it is able to function properly, also adding a bit more features on top of it. For example, space suits have jetpacks. Okay, so you cannot fly normally, but using a space suit inside of space, you can fly as well. So it also adds some more functionality to JavaScript. Hence, usually we don't use vanilla JavaScript for making backend applications, but we use Node.js. So these backend applications live on a computer, that is a server. A server is nothing else but a computer itself, a normal computer without like a screen. Okay, it's just the functions. It has the RAM, it has the motherboard, it has the CPU, GPU, everything inside of it, but it does not have a screen. So a server is nothing else but a normal computer, and your backend code, whatever backend that you're developing, that lives on that computer. So Node.js provides it an environment on that computer so that it is able to live and function properly. Along with that, adding a little bit more functionality to JavaScript as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. This is extremely important to move further, guys. If you're not able to understand this, please do let me know. And my voice is almost totally gone right now, so I hope that you guys are able to understand Node.js. Like, of course, we are going to go into a lot of depth inside of Node.js, but still, like, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. So JavaScript can only function within the browser normally. Inside of your computer, it will die. It will not function properly. Node.js provides it an environment where it is able to live, like a simulated environment where JavaScript is able to function properly. Along with that, adding a bit more features to it as well. Okay, exactly. Node.js is like an atmosphere for JavaScript. Okay. Okay, so I've explained to it one more time as well. Okay, so one more thing, guys. Like I've said, tomorrow there is like somebody has told me about that there's the India Pakistan match. I don't want to disturb you guys, so you guys can. There will be no classes tomorrow. We'll be continuing from day after tomorrow, so you guys can enjoy the match itself. I will also watch the match with my friends, or if I'm not there, so I will watch it alone. But yeah, please do enjoy tomorrow's match. There will be no class. Okay, I want you guys to. Enjoy as well. I will also take a rest for one day so that my throat, I hope that it becomes a bit better. Okay, so I will tell you guys the attendance link for today, guys. Before starting that, can you guys like the video? Like, if it's not a big deal to you guys, can you guys please go ahead and like the video so that then I will show you guys the attendance. How does that sound? Okay, so let's aim for at least 1200 likes. Once we have reached 1200 likes, I will show you guys the attendance link for today. Okay, I'm not that diehard fan of cricket. I rarely watch it, but yes, India Pakistan match, I tend to just like keep a track of the score or something like that. So not too much into sports, not too much into video games as well. Never was a good person in like playing video games. So but I know everything, like all the storylines and everything, I research about and I learn about it. But yeah, these are the two things that I don't prefer. I don't like playing online games. I don't like playing offline games as well. Okay, but yeah, I watch a lot of movies, Marvel, DC, comics, mangas, animes, um, traveling. So this is all something that I like. Okay, so good question right over here. I was able to see by Manu. How was the internet working before the usage of this language? What was the language used before this one to run the internet? So at that point of time, the language that was used was Java. Like I've already said, Java was the most popular language back in 1990s, and that was replaced by JavaScript and Python and two more languages. So right now, Java is, I think so, at the fifth level itself. But yeah, so Java was the language that was used, but it was very heavy. So you didn't had like Java in the front end. You could not have Java in the front end itself. You could only use Java for the backend applications. But then JavaScript came. JavaScript first of all took the entire front end applications. Then it overtook the entire backend applications. So that is how it happened. Okay. So guys, 1200 likes, and then we'll start with our class. Then I'll show you the attendance link itself. Happy Ganesh, any girlfriend or female best friend? Are you talking about yourself, or like is this a question, or I'm not able to understand it? So what about Tony Stark in your world? Okay, so then available recording. Java is better or C++? So from my perspective, I preferred C++ because from data structures and algorithms point of view, C++ is a much more faster language to type. Okay, because you have very less amount of time. So that is the reason why I personally prefer C++. Okay. Kariminati look alike. So I'm 6 feet. Kariminati, I think so, he's a little bit shorter. So I'm 6 feet and I'm a bit more on the healthier end when compared to him. And I swear a little bit less. Like I have just like a few fixed swear words. But if you will meet me offline, then yeah, I'm just like him. आपके पास क्या है? I have nothing. I'm really like from the perspective of love, I'm pretty like damn poor in that particular case. But I'm happy with it. Okay, I don't have any regrets. Why not C? So C is a like language that is currently used in your college. Nobody's going to ask you that in placements. C++, Java, that is the language that you should be focusing upon. Yeah, I have Susie. I'm sorry, she will kill me for this, but yeah, I have Susie at the end of the day. New season of Baguno Hero Academia released. I don't think so. The new season hasn't been released. I think so. It will be released in September, I guess. I'm not very familiar of like I've not kept a track of it. Biggest regret of your life. So initially when we started out with DevTown, it was named as Shape AI, and we were 3 people who started it out, but we had a falling out with one of my friends, and That is something that I regret a lot. Like, it wasn't a big deal, we shouldn't have fallen out, but yeah, that is something that I really regret. But it's fine, like life is full of regrets. So one of the tattoos that I have, so I have always keep on getting tattoos. One of the tattoos that I have, I've written no regrets. So that is something that I want to take care of it. Okay. Your screen time. So my screen time is due to the boot camps, it is like huge, because in the entire day I will be taking like 2 to 3 boot camps, as well as like some other sessions. Due to that, like I have a screen time of like 6 hours. I have to keep on staring at a screen itself. But yeah, except that, like on Instagram, some people are talking to me, so I will just talk to them or something like that, but not more than that. Okay, so I will show you the attendance. How many girlfriends do you have? Just one. The one is more than sufficient for me. I can't even handle Susie at the end of the day. So this is the day 3, guys. Am I right? My favorite Avenger. My favorite Avenger, I think so. Who will be? I like Century. I don't know if you guys know him or not. Like, he's not from like your MCU, but from the comics itself. Century is like the Superman of Marvel. So I like that particular person. Okay, so link, copy, QR code generator, reload the page. On V, load, day 3, enter, open up. So if you want to watch Susie, you can come to my Instagram page. I usually post a lot about her. She's a golden retriever. So please take DSA class. So I'm currently, like, we have planned DSA class for the end of the month itself, or the start of next month. But we'll be having one data structure algorithms bootcamp in C++ as well. Do not worry about it. Susie is my dog. She's a golden retriever. Okay, so I provide you guys with the attendance as well for today. And yeah, if you guys want to talk, like, I'm here. Otherwise, we can end the class as well. It's totally up to you guys. So tomorrow we will not be having let me just repeat myself. Tomorrow we'll not be having any class. Day after tomorrow we'll be having the class itself. You guys can go ahead and enjoy the India-Pakistan match. Okay. Okay, so we'll meet day after tomorrow, guys. Please be on time. Do not forget about the classes. One day of holiday does not mean that you have forgotten about the bootcamp itself. We have a long way to go further. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. We'll meet day after tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys.